Live in LA, Season 2, Episode 11.
GFN Global Filipino Network.
Hi, and welcome to Vilma Live in LA on the GFN channel, Facebook Live, and YouTube Live. Your host, me, Vilma. So, yes, it's going to be another great show. Would you believe it's already Season 2, Episode 11? How awesome is that? Okay, so tonight's show we have part 2 of JAYME Watch, and he talks about his music, his comedy, and his just drama acting, and his film. So you'll see that in the awards that he's won. Plus, we've got COCO Abigail, who's got her other song, Everything's Gonna Be Alright. So that's gonna be on in a little while. Plus, we have Miss XIANA, who's drumming her beats to Everything in the Kitchen. And then we also have Connie Villeta with her FAROLS. So that and much, much more right here on Vilma Live in LA. So we've got our hellos, our regular people out there. I love you guys. Yeah, we've got Agnes, we've got Connie, of course, Anita, and Coco. She is watching. Her mommy, hi, Alfie. And then my cousins in the Philippines and in Hong Kong. Hi, Hong Kong people. Yes, I'm a Hong Kong people too. They do say Hong Kong people. All right. Yeah, it's kind of funny, but you know, it's all cool. And then we have our other hellos to my cousin there in Tustin, and to Vivi in Hong Kong, Oli in Hong Kong, hi there, and my friends and relatives in Australia, hi guys, over there in Virginia, and then over in the Bay Area as well, the GFN family, Bonnie, hi Bonnie, I love you, you are ever so sweet. Okay. And did I forget anybody? I hope not. Nora in Australia. Hi. And all of JAYME's friends watching. Hi. Over there, all over the world. Okay, so here we go with our show.
Hello viewers, it's COCO Abigail here. I'm here to promote my new single, Na 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 Na. It goes like this. Na 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 na, na na na, na na na, na na na. So yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Stay tuned. But right now, here's my single, Everything's Gonna Be Alright.
was COCO Abigail. Everything's gonna be all right. And her new song is coming up fairly soon. Yes, I get to produce it. I did write it. I did everything just because I love what I do. And so that's coming up. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. Yeah, that is it. And we also have JAYME Watch coming up in a little while, so stay tuned. You've done comedy? Yeah? Is that easy to do?
It's a different skill set. Because I've done both comedy and drama. I think that the challenge with drama is the depth you have to go to kind of find the nuances of it and keep it grounded and feeling real. Where comedy's a little more scientific. There's a math and pattern that kind of goes into things, the way you talk, how you pick up lines. Like there's things you learn of how to create comedy. So the focus, at least for me, is more on how do I use those things I know rhythmically and kind of structurally that have to be there, and how do I make those feel organic and not like I'm just, going through a rhythm because, oh, this rhythm's gonna be funny, or this pattern in my voice is gonna be funny, or this physical thing I do is gonna add physical comedy to this thing. It's not easier for me. It's actually harder for me than drama, because I think I naturally want to ground things more. Yeah. So it takes a little more effort to find kind of something that's has a little more levity, just for me.
But you're basically a fun person.
That's what they say. Well, yeah, I get a lot that I'm funny because I do comedy like it's drama. That's why they.
You are so hilarious. So let's talk about your films.
Okay.
Got them out there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I also self-produce a lot and write a bit, and I have a few films that are now doing festival circuits. It's a little weird with COVID, kind of how everything's digital and you're not really sure how things are working. But it's a nice platform, especially if you're doing short form or you have an idea and you want to see what it could look like to be able to develop it further, which is what I'm doing now. I have one short called Everfall that's doing a festival circuit, and it's about grief dreams and kind of how dreams can help us process our grief. Mm-hmm. And we did it as a short, and then just through the festival circuit, we've started developing it into a feature.
Out of time.
Time? What are you talking about?
Listen to me. I need you to jump.
I don't understand.
Yes, you do. Just trust me. Close. Always love you.
So we're writing that script now, which is pretty exciting.
That's wonderful. It's something that I actually want to get into. Would be the next thing on my wish list.
Yeah, I mean, it's such a great time to be doing it because the technology has gotten so advanced that it's very affordable to just make your own, produce your own stuff without needing
A whole
tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars to do it. So
exactly. So when you're producing something, how much time do you prepare, and like the time frame?
yeah, it really depends. I find that I like to do things a lot quicker than other people. I just feel like once you have the ball rolling, as soon as you stop it even for a minute, that's when it's more likely to halt when you do that, as opposed to just riding the momentum. And I also kind of live by the launch at 85%. A lot of people want to feel like they're 100% ready to go, but you're just never going to feel 100% ready. So I like to think of it as like, do I feel like 80%, 85% ready? Because if I feel that, that means I should be doing the next step and then moving forward. But it's also different if you're doing something short form, or if you're doing like a full feature that takes just longer because there's more moving parts.
Yeah.
But I like to do things pretty quick. But I like to focus on one thing, kind of, which is funny because right now I'm doing like 10 different things. But as much as possible, I like to focus on something, get it done, and then move on to the next thing, as opposed to, there's been projects I work on where it's like we filmed it and then it's been in post-production for 3 years because it's been going through people, and then by the time it's ready for the next stage, the person that was hired to do it is no longer available, and it's like, let's get it done.
Let's get it out there. That's why it's better if you self-produce, you do everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and then you just know, because I think it's about developing relationships with people you trust. And who enjoy working with you. And once you kind of have that, then things kind of fall in place because you know how to communicate. You kind of know everyone's style. You know what to expect. I don't know, 5-6 films, maybe even more into producing. And things run much smoother now than they did on the first or the second. So
that's wonderful. So we're actually going to be showing them the clips.
Yay.
This is only stage 1. Stage 1 reset complete. 2 week reset.
Not weak.
Reset.
I'm doing this. System release command.
Okay, so now you write music, you write songs.
I do, yes.
Okay, and I write music too.
I do.
Let's talk music. I just love it. When did you start writing? When did you know?
I've been a singer since I was a kid, and I always kind of went back and forth between wanting to be a vocalist and wanting to be an actor. I think I fell into acting because it was a little easier because there's a kind of a set path and you can do a lot of things alone. Whereas a musician, I think you need a band. You need collaborators to, even if you write everything yourself, it's hard to produce it yourself. It's hard. You can't really be a musician by yourself. At least in the way I want to be a musician. So acting, kind of the business side of it was easier. So I just kind of gravitated towards that. But then as I was producing film and doing things, I realized more and more that, I was working with film composers, I was working with all these musicians and building these great relationships, that there really was no longer an excuse for me not to be making music. So I created, I call it an audiovisual project. It's a collaboration called Maybe Soon, and we create music, but also audio visuals that are grounded in body paint art.
Unexpected. Now I'm connected, affected. I close to see what touch sends me to ecstasy, reverie.
and we fuse them together. So each song we release has some kind of visual music video component to it. We've done virtual reality ones, we've done more straight up audio visual graphic type things, and we've done ones that look much more like music videos. It's much more of a passion project for me. I don't really have expectations. It's not something I'm trying to really put a lot of time in promoting or elevating. It's just something I really love doing. Because you love it, you naturally put energy into it and it grows organically. But yeah, and I try to combine it with other things, like one of our songs, Everfall, was written while I was shooting the short film I was just talking about earlier. So a lot of it kind of meshes. And I chose the name Maybe Soon because kind of in the nature of collaborating and how I like doing film and everything, I didn't really want to be Jamie Woj, the music artist. I wanted to be able to collaborate with a lot of people, and both on the audio visuals and on the music. And I wanted anyone who worked on it to feel like they were equal owners of it. So I definitely wanted it to be a name that wasn't me, that kind of could represent every single person who works on every aspect of the collaborations. So
Maybe Soon is a really nice title because, you know, it's really well thought out. You know, every single title is like, okay, what does this mean? Why am I putting it there? And I was just going to ask you that, and you've already explained it to me, the meaning of it. And we'll have more of Jamie next week.
Let's not fight tonight. Let's pretend like we are meant to be. Just for a moment. Can you stop smothering me? Maybe it's time that we let this all go. Maybe it's time we break into corners. These battles have left me bleeding. But I keep fighting to reach the end.
Okay. Farol or farol in Spanish. Did you know? No, I didn't. So it actually means lantern, and it's an ornamental, beautiful, flashing star. Mostly it's shaped in a star, and it is decorated, used for Christmas decoration. And of course, in the Philippines, they start decorating in September. Pretty cool. So I did not know that it's actually in Spanish, it's farol, F-A-R-O-L, whereas in the Philippines, it's parol, P-A-R-O-L. And that's fascinating. So we have farol in the Bay Area that is they're the only distributor right now in the Bay Area. So that's pretty cool because we're going to be celebrating Christmas in July right here on Vilma Live in LA. So take a look at this. I've got my iPad. Yeah, I have to read Farol. And coming up in July, we have a gathering up in the Bay Area. That's Northern California. So if you're going to be there, if you're going there, or if you just want to go there, do remember that June 12th, which is actually the Philippine Independence Day, they will be celebrating the film event, and it's called Salo Salo, which means share, which actually means kind of like a gathering or get together or share. So it's mostly defined as Salo Salo, food, sharing the food with everybody. So that's an event coming up, and we'll tell you more about that right here on Vilma Live in LA on the GFN channel. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Vilma D. Ramos. On Instagram, Vilma Live in LA. Subscribe to that and GFN channel. My music is on Spotify, Reverb Nation, also on YouTube Music and SoundCloud. Plus, we have them on Apple Music, iTunes, and much, much more. My website is vilma.me. Again, subscribe to Instagram, Vilma Live in LA. Every day is a good day with you. GFN Global Filipino Network. And thank you so much, everybody, for being here with me on Vilma Live in LA. It's been so great spending time with you, all those hellos, all those chats, and just because you guys are, so wonderful. I love doing this every single week. So just for you. So do remember that next week we've got JAYME Woj's Part 3 interview and much, much more right here on Vilma Live in LA on the GFN channel, Facebook Live, and YouTube Live. So from me, from my heart to yours, I'm going to give you a ding.